Hi, this is Hugo Lift, a 4.2 metre working height push around access platform. Indoor use only, ideal for offices, shops, public buildings, factories, you name it, Hugo will work in all those environments. Hugo is compact. It's 730 millimetres at its widest point, 1117 millimetres end to end, and 1400 millimetres tall. That means it will go through a standard doorway. It will work in congested areas very, very easily. It's small, compact, easy to push around, and will get you into very tight spaces, often smaller than where you'd set up a stepladder. At the base of the machine, as we move down, we've got these fork pockets here. That's if you need to lift the machine, either taking it in and out of a vehicle, on and off a loading ramp, or you might want to put it up onto a mez floor and use it on a different level within your building. Simple, pick it up, easy to use. All the way around the exterior of the machine, we've got this non-marking rubber bump strip. It's silicone material, so like I said, it doesn't leave a mark, and it's also got a steel sheet inside, so it protects the machine if you do have a collision with something. And this non-marking feature is quite nice because if you do happen to touch an architrave or something else as you brush past, you're not going to leave a dirty mark on it. Here at the front of the machine we have the emergency controls. Again, like the rest of the machine, very, very simple to use. We've got the decal showing the symbol now for emergency lowering device. This is standard now on all access platforms, and we have a little hand signal showing you which bit to press. So to activate the emergency lower, it's simple red button here, use your thumb or your finger and press. And as you press in, the oil releases to tank, the platform will lower, you release, the platform will stop. It can all be done safe, effective, and all in a controlled manner. On the front of the machine we have the height adjustable cargo shelf. The purpose of this is really when you're going up in the air working at height to do a job, you either need materials with you, you might have tools with you can have all manner of things. This makes the job easier, so it reduces manual handling. It also allows you to have everything to hand as you're working, so it makes you more productive, and it's a lot safer than keep bending down and placing stuff on the floor of the platform. So I mentioned it's height adjustable. To move it, you just push it forward and it drops into its next setting, and it travels all the way down like that, one setting at a time, all the way down to that level. If you're taking a large object up, maybe you're taking a large box up to put it away in a archive or a store, you might have it lower down. You might use it for stacking boxes. Most often though, it sits in its highest position because there, when you're working in the platform, that's when it's most comfortable for you. Cargo shelf has 50 kilogram capacity and it can be accessorized. So at the moment we have these cargo bins in, ideal for putting small tools, equipment, cleaning materials, cloths, you name it, that can go in there. If for instance you want to put a larger object on there, or you could be order picking or perhaps picking documents in an archive environment, then we recommend having our shelf insert. That goes in there, and then you can put a picking box on there. You could put a large piece of equipment on there. This is Perspex, ideal for most environments. However, if you're in food, you probably don't want that in a food manufacturing, so therefore we do you a stainless steel insert. In addition to the height adjustable cargo shelf, we also have down here a second shelf which is mounted to the chassis. This is a non-slip rubber mat. On here will also take 50 kilograms. You can see we have a decal here on the side. Perfect for placing a toolbox, materials, other items you may need when going to do a job or a particular area in the building. On Hugo we have two fixed position wheels at the front. Here we have, both come with non-marking tyres, perfect for using on a nice finished floor without fear of leaving a dirty black mark. And these casters contain a braking system which is automatically applied when the platform elevates, so you can never move this machine once it gets in the elevated position. Great safety feature, stops anybody overbalancing or the machine becoming unstable. Here at the rear of the machine we have the steer casters, which we call swivel casters, and you see as I move the machine left or right the wheel will swivel. The casters we use are all steel caster with a non-marking compound tyre. These are solid, As I said, they're non-marking, so you can use them on a finished floor without fear of leaving a dirty mark. And they're all low rolling resistance. So again, the machine weighs 260 kilograms, but it's very, very easy to maneuver around. You can just take it, as you can see, it just moves left and right with ease. At the rear of the machine, we have this foot brake here. To activate, it's just a matter of pushing down with your foot. That puts the brakes on the two rear swivel casters. Then when you step in the platform and raise, the two front brakes will apply. To release the brakes, put your foot underneath and lift up. It's as simple as that. If for any reason you forget to put the brakes on when using the machine, always know that the front brakes will come on automatically. These are an additional brake to give you additional stability when working at height. Underneath the brake bar, you'll see the charging socket. Hugo has an onboard battery charger. It's dual voltage, so it will charge on 110 or 240 volts. And it's a simple plug in. Take your charge lead, plug in there, and take the plug and put it into the socket on the wall and switch on. There's LEDs on the side here, so that will come on and flash when it's charging. Amber as it's charging up. When it goes fully charged, it will go green. The great thing about this charger is it's automatic, so it will switch itself off when the battery is fully charged, and you don't have to worry about coming back and unplugging or switching the power off. When you are ready to do the work again, it's just remove from the socket, fold up the lead, and that goes in this handy storage tube which sits on the side of the machine. It has two things in here. We put the machine manual and we also put the charge lead. So the charge lead is always with the machine. Everything stays together. Here we have the Hugo control panel. Nice simplistic controls, all labelled so it tells you what each function does. So we have the key switch. So to the left is off, to the right is on. We have an emergency stop, so push in to activate and twist to release. Once it releases, the machine does a quick self-check. You'll hear that beeping sound, nothing to worry about. The machine is ready to go. We've got a green light here for battery. That means batteries are charged. We have a green light here for tilt alarm, so that means from a level sensing perspective we are on flat level ground. The machine is ready to go. So to raise, platform up, stop, to lower. It really is as simple as that. If for any reason when you're positioning the machine, this light here for the tilt alarm goes red and you'll hear an alarm, that means you've got it on either uneven ground or the gradient of the ground is over and above what the capabilities of this machine, which is 1.5 degrees side to side, 2 degrees back to front. It's doing that electronically, and the great thing about that is if you are on unlevel ground and you still try and use the machine and ignore that, the machine will not elevate. It's a built-in safety feature. So the great thing about the Hugo controls is there's only one set of controls with Hugo. They come on this nice wander lead, and again, when you're testing the machine, you can do everything from standing on the ground, and it's very, very simple. So we've got same controls, but we can put the platform up, we can lower the platform down. And typically you get into this position and using it like this when you're doing your daily check and just running through all the different functions of the machine. You'd always start from standing here and testing the functions before you put yourself in the platform and test it from there. Two features with the Hugo gates is one, the self-closing function, and two, they automatically lock when you elevate. I'll just demonstrate it here. So as I go to raise the platform, you see the platform gate there shut, but also now it's locked. And it just will not open. As I lower and it comes back to the ground position, the mechanism comes up and it just releases it. We have a harness attach point on Hugo Lift, which is here. And that's where you'd attach your adjustable lanyard and clip. We have the decal on the side showing that is the harness attach point. You're not required to wear a harness when using a platform like Hugo. However, some customers make that a rule, and some users insist on it for their staff. So we have it there in that circumstance. The platform section of Hugo Lift comprises three things. We've got the floor section. We've got these cutouts in the floor. Great for just looking through your legs when you're coming down, just to make sure nobody has passed anything underneath you or left anything under the platform, particularly where you might be operating the machine around where the general public are. and that's more in a retail environment. So they're there for that reason. We have a fixed toe board going all the way around the sides of the platform and at the rear. That just stops any materials coming out of the platform that you could be working with. Also stops you putting your feet outside or slipping out of the platform. And then we have our 2 guardrails at the standard settings, again there for protection, keeping you within the confines of the platform and making you safe. So that's Hugo. It's safe, it's reliable, it's cost effective, and it's easy to use. You can lease it, you can rent it, you can own it outright, and it's a much, much better solution to working at height than using more traditional methods like steps and ladders and podiums.